Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of PUBG Mobile, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to jump an amazing 2,500 meters away from the plane after the 0.5.0 update. So if this video helps you out, definitely hit that like button to help the channel grow, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. My name's Derek. I know a ton of other YouTubers, including Powerbang, have showed tutorial videos after the 0.5.0 update up to about 1,850 meters away or so using the 45-degree method. It's still a very, very good drop method. However, it is not the furthest one, and that's where this tutorial comes in. So if you want to learn how to jump further than anyone else in PUBG Mobile, up to about 2,500 meters, and if you do the technique correctly, you can even go beyond that. However, it's kind of a diminishing return because it takes you longer to jump, and there's a point at which it just isn't worth the added flight time for the added distance you get. However, we'll be starting at 2,000 meters because that is still further than pretty much everybody else on YouTube right now for PUBG Mobile after the 0.5.0 update. That update, of course, increased the fall rate as you're parachuting, and that's why you can't get as much distance as you could before the update. Before the update, you could actually get about 3,000 meters away from the plane, or a little more than that, and that was ridiculous. And we're going to be talking about feathering the parachute today. So this is a technique. There's no hack or glitch or anything like that involved. This is just a technique that you need to practice. I'm not the best at it. I am decent, I'd say, but you can improve on this further and jump even further. So definitely, if you jump over 2,500 meters, or you get that 3,000 meters still after this update, definitely post that video and link it in the comments down below, because I am super excited to see it. So here we go. I'm going to be showing you that I am actually putting a point on the flight path of the plane. That way, when I jump, we can tell how far away from the plane I was when I ultimately land. So we're going to be using that 45-degree method. If you're wondering what that is, I'll link the video below where I explain it. And in that video, I talk about how you can get about 1,850 meters away from the plane comfortably just flying this way. So you're flying at a 45-degree angle, and that is basically about 2 o'clock or about 10 o'clock on your virtual joystick. You can go in either direction. So we're heading towards Pachinki right now. I'm not actually aiming for a Pachinki. I'm just aiming to go as far as possible. And instead of letting the parachute open automatically, so we're making great distance here, but we're also losing height pretty fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the chute right now. So I'm aiming for 2,000 meters in this jump, and then we'll work our way up. But like I said, 1,850 is as far as you'll get using this method, letting the chute open automatically. So we're popping the chute earlier, and what I'm doing is I'm just toggling between forwards and back. So you can see that I am feathering the parachute, so to speak, so that I'm going about 50 kilometers. Once I get up to about 50 or so, I back up to about 25. So you can see I'm doing that motion over and over. And that way I'm falling slower through the air, and I'm also still making pretty good horizontal speed. So you can see, here we go. We've almost landed. We have landed. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to spin around, and you can see that we made just over 2,000 meters. So that's 2,024, I believe. It's a little tough to see on the screen, but I believe that is 2024, so that is pretty good. That is over 2,000 meters, and that will already give you an advantage over people who are using any other drop method pretty much, because getting over 2,000 meters after the 0.5.0 global update is not easy. However, now you know how to do it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot for about 2,200 meters, and we're just working our way up. I'll do 3 jumps total. The last one will be about 2,500, and I'm just working my way up. That way you can see the technique and you can see the evolution of it, and it's just better practice. You know, the more times you see something, generally the better it sticks, and it's just a matter of trying this method out for yourself and becoming comfortable with it. So I marked a location on the flight path again. I'm going to jump very close to when I reach that location right about now. So here we go. We're at about 2 o'clock on our virtual joystick, and that means a 45-degree drop using the free look tool there just to look around, heading towards the school, but I have a feeling we're probably going to get past that. So if you were going for a school, it'd be very easy to reach it using this method. However, we're going to see as far as we can go and get that distance for you, because that's what we're excited about. So you can see here, I'm going to go a little bit further, and I can do that by popping the chute a little bit earlier. So I'm popping the chute right about now, And this is pretty similar to when I popped it last time. So initially, right when you pop the chute, you want to go full forward on your joystick to build up some forward momentum. You want to get up to about 60 kilometers an hour or so. And then once you've done that, that's when you can start feathering it between about 50 and about 25 or so. And this is where technique comes in. If you are feathering faster, you can generally get a little bit further. However, there's definitely a diminishing return. On the PC version, this is a lot easier to do, and you actually go a lot further because you fall slower. However, on the mobile version, if you slow up, so if you let off, like you can see right when I'm like right there, so when I'm leaning like kind of flat, the parachute straight, that's where I start losing my horizontal speed if I stay there too long. So that's why I have to constantly feather it forward. So here is a rock. We reached the rock, and now we're going to turn around and see what we got. And we got about 2,200 meters. So just like I said, I think it's 2191. Like I said, I apologize, it's a little hard to see, but 2191, just about 2,200 meters. And that is, again, that's pretty far. That's a lot further than you can fly using pretty much any other method after the 0.5.0 update. So I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to show you how to drop and reach 2,500 meters. This is dependent on terrain too. So if you're landing somewhere where like shelter or basically any higher location, the topography means that you're not going to be able to float as far. So we will again mark our location and we'll make our way there. We're about 2,000 meters away right now. And the further you can float away from the plane, the greater the tactical advantage you have. You could reach somewhere off of the flight path that is further than other people can reach. So if you want to loot Pachinki and it's 2,400 meters away from the plane's flight path, other people most likely won't get there. So they'll either land short and they'll have to run in or try to find a vehicle. Meanwhile, you can already be looting the good stuff and be ready for them when they come in and get some easy kills. So here we go. We are once again using our sideways or using our 45-degree method. And now I am popping the chute pretty much as early as I can. And you can see I went forward there to build up some horizontal momentum. And now I'm just feathering between pretty much 50 and 25. I'm also trying the little bit faster of a feather method. This is a little tougher because it's just basically a movement that you have to keep doing for a couple minutes. So if you go much further than this, if you pop it any earlier, you're not going to be able to go much further. And even if you can, you won't be able to really make use of it because you're going to be in the air so long. So that's the issue with this method. So you are in the air longer. However, you're generally still traveling horizontally faster than you could drive over most terrain. So it's still better than most people being able to actually just drop down, find a vehicle, and then drive to where you want to go. That's also a viable strategy. But the point of this video is to show you how to drop an insane distance away from the plane. So of course, that's what we are going to be doing. So we are going for those houses straight ahead. They are quite a ways away from the plane. And you can see that I am feathering the chute, going about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour right now. I have some pretty decent horizontal distance built up, so I am just feathering that control stick right now, just kind of going up, back, up, back, up, back. And when you start doing this, it's going to be tough to keep it going where you want it to go. Yeah, tough to keep your character moving, but that kind of comes with practice more than anything else. So you can see here we are aiming for that roof. We will see if we can get there or not. If I wasn't aiming for the house, I'd actually get a couple more meters because I'm going to be landing on the second story. And there we go. Look at that. Should have landed inside. We landed around on the ledge there, but it worked all the same. Look at that. Turn that around. 2470 or 2420, I believe. So almost 2,500 meters. And if I had done a little bit better of a job feathering there, definitely could have gotten that. So that's why I'm saying 2,500, just because with a little bit better of a technique, you can definitely reach that. And especially if you're landing in an area that is lower than this one as far as topography goes, because this isn't the lowest area on the map by any means. So what a crazy start there. That is how you do it. That is how you drop over 2,000 meters after the 0.5.0 update. A number of people asked me, is it possible because they changed the parachute mechanics, you drop faster now? And indeed, it is still possible, and now you know how to do it too. So Definitely, like I said before, if this video helped you out, definitely give it a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Share it with your friends and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. Not sure if this was a spawn or if somebody just left this vehicle here. If they're already here, I'm going to go ahead, beep the horn, and then steal it. So, all right. My name's Derek G, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely stay tuned for a ton more content coming up soon. And I will see you on the battlefield or in the Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.